Hello guys, welcome to our more video. We are playing Marvel Mystic Mayhem, and in this video I'm gonna show you a tier list. So I have this website that I'm just gonna bring to the screen and show to you. There's this website here where you guys can check a tier list. But I'm gonna do mine because there's some stuff here that I don't really agree, and I want to share all of that with you, okay? So I'm gonna show all the heroes I have at the moment, which is most of them. I don't think I'm missing anyone, to be honest. I've got Doctor Strange, Emma Frost, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man. Yeah, I think I have all of them. Oh no, I'm missing Spider-Man and Storm. I'm missing Spider-Man and Storm. That's it. We have Emma Frost, but we don't have Storm. Storm is the only one we're missing, but anyway, we are getting Storm from the 7 days mission. Anyway, so that's fine. At this point, I played the 3 betas, the 3 tests, so I already have good knowledge about all the heroes, and we're gonna start doing this tier list. Alright, so I have this here, where I'm gonna build it. So the first one I want to talk about, and this is for me, is the top one, is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a double tier S. There's no question about that. This guy is so hybrid, you can use it on any situation. He deals damage, it stuns them. I mean, this guy is amazing. So with this skill, he deals damage, stuns them. With this one, you can choose between 3 spells. You can select between 3 spells. So it really depends if you need defense penalty, or if you need more attack damage, or if you need healing, if you need to increase your ultimate. This skill does all of that in just a single one. Of course, you can choose between one of 3, and there's like a pool of 4. So if you really need a heal, there's a chance that sometimes you don't have the heal to choose, alright? But this is not a big problem because you have the healing from the ultimate that, besides healing, also removes 1 debuff. So this guy is a must for me, is the best and the priority character for me in this game. He's really good, he's gonna help you to push a lot of content, and that's all I have to say. He's really great. Then Thor is my second tier S, double S. This guy, I just started playing with him recently, we didn't have access to him on the test. This guy does insane damage, that's the first thing. This guy moves to the target, deals special damage to adjacent enemies, and applying Electrified. And then he gains Thunder Enhancement for 50 seconds, and during this Thunder Enhancement, he increases basic attack damage and basic attacks that will spread up to 3 nearby enemies. Alright, so while he's doing damage, he's gonna spread all of that damage through all the other enemies. So it means there's a lot of area of damage of this guy. He does insane damage, and then with his ultimate, he deals special damage to enemies in the target area and more damage to electrified enemies. And this guy is just a double tier S because he can one-shot a lot of enemies. Alright, he does insane damage compared with the other ones. I'm really surprised with him. That's the only reason he's a tier S. Then we have Emma Frost. Emma Frost deals special damage to an enemy, applies Confused. So this is why she's OP, because she applies Confused. Confused make the characters for 7 seconds to attack themselves. Alright, so PvP, crazy character, best one. For PvE, same thing, you will make just your enemies to attack each other. Then for bosses, not so good. Deals spell damage to enemy and deals Dali, so she can heal and also does this debuff. Then on the ultimate, she deals spell damage to enemies in the target area and creates a diamond shard in the center. This diamond shard increases special damage taken by nearby enemies. So imagine using Thor, right? It does special damage and already he already does a lot of damage. So imagine if you pair Emma Frost with Thor and he does this ultimate, it's gonna be insane damage. Alright, so she just makes all the special damage even more powerful. Alright, this is a really strong character. So these ones, I agree with this tier list. So Thor, I agree, he can be a tier double S, and then Emma Frost as well. Right? Then we want to talk, I don't have Storm here at the moment, so we're just gonna have a look at the website, because this one, let's have a look. Storm she does a lot of stuff. So Storm, with the skill, she deals attack special damage to all enemies and apply frozen to debuffed enemies, reducing attack speed by 30 if they are frozen. She also deals special damage to all enemies in the target area, applying wet for 10 seconds. And the ultimate, she deals special damage to enemies, gains 20 ultimate damage for every debuffed enemy in the target area up to 100. So with Frozen, if you debuff the enemies and then use the ultimate, and you have more than one enemy, you will get a lot of ultimate energy back, which means that you will be able to cast this ultimate pretty quick. So on this tier list, they have Storm on B. And I don't think she's a B, to be honest. I think she's quite strong. I don't have her at the moment. When I tested on the beta test, the last one, she was quite strong. She can debuff, she does a lot of stuff. It's not a crazy damage, but she does a decent damage. So I don't think she's a B. We're gonna keep her as an A. Alright? So where do we have Storm? She's here. Okay, at least an A. I think she's worth it. At least an A. So then, for sure, Iron Man is a tier S. Okay, not gonna talk about him, but he does insane damage and ignores defense from the enemies. Alright, so it's really crazy. Let's just go back and check. I've been using him. I don't think he's a double S just because he does not do anything else besides damage. But he partially ignores enemies' defense, which is quite good to increase our damage. Then Lady Bullseye. I'm just going random. Lady Bullseye, she is really good. It's one of the best damage dealers for single target special bosses. She deals insane damage. She has a chance to trigger a follow-up attack for 7 seconds. So it means when you attack with other characters, she can follow up an attack and attack again. Then with this skill, she reduces the mana cost of the next Katana Slash by 1 ever, and Ali performs a follow-up attack. So there you go. Deal physical damage to enemy, increase Lady Bullseye crit rate for 10 seconds, up and defeating them. So I think she was really good, but at the moment they are classifying Lady Bullseye as an A, and I think I'm gonna keep her as an A at the moment. Since I've got really strong characters, I've not been playing a lot with her, but she's good. Next we have, on this tier list, we have Hulk as a tier S. So Hulk is a very friendly beginner tank because he can heal himself. He's quite strong. He deals spell damage to enemies in the target area, knocks them back, then with this one deals special damage to enemies and reduce their damage dealt, so 1 buff, and then he deals damage to enemies in an area and recovers HP and gains regeneration. So he's good, but I don't think he's that great. Alright, he's good. So they are classifying him as a tier S, but I don't think he's a tier S. I think he's a tier A. Okay, so we're gonna keep him as a tier A. Then we have the Juggernaut, alright? Juggernaut is a strong character. He does a really good damage for a tank. So this guy gains a shield and ultimate energy. He stops basic attacks and starts to charge, taking less damage while charging, ends the charge and deals spell damage to adjacent enemies, and ultimate dash the target location, dealing special damage to enemies in path. So this one is quite tricky. He's good. I think he's on the same level as Hulk. He does much more damage than Hulk. Much more damage than Hulk. But he doesn't heal himself, but does more damage. So I think he's quite on the same level. So it's hard to say that he's a tier A. I mean, if he's a tier, we're gonna do some changes. So Juggernaut. I think we're gonna climb Juggernaut. We're gonna keep him here just because he only does damage, and we're gonna move to tier S Hulk because he can heal himself and also has ability to buff. Then we're gonna check Psylocke. Psylocke is a really good damage dealer. Psylocke, she moves to the target's location, deals special damage to enemies, gains Butterfly Shadow and increased damage. She moves again, gains Butterfly, so she ignores shields. And she deals special damage to random enemies in the target area, Psychic Mark when hit by Psylocke's basic attack, or one stack detonates, dealing special damage to the target. So I think she's really great. She does good amount of damage. But to be a tier S, I don't think so. I don't think she is strong enough to be a tier S. I think Storm eventually I'm gonna climb her to a tier S, but I need to test her to see how good she's doing. Now, then we're gonna have a look at Scarlet Witch, and I'm gonna say that Scarlet Witch is a tier S. There's no questions about that. Scarlet Witch does insane damage, alright? She gains extra crit rate, ignoring passive ability limitations. Alright, so this is crazy. She does insane damage. She deals special damage to enemy and grants 1 mana upon defeating them, and also deals special damage while enemies in target area, deals more damage to enemy in the center. She does a really insane damage, and that's the only reason, besides the crit rate and ignoring passive ability limitations, besides this, she's really good, okay? So this makes her even better. Alright, so this one, tier S. Then we already set Lady Bullseye as an S. Then we have the Moon Girl. Moon Girl, I think she will be an A. Okay, I've not been using anymore, but she deals damage, she stuns the enemies, quite good, deals physical damage, like Sneezing Powder, summoned units deal more damage, which is the dinosaur. This ultimate move consumes Devil Dinosaur's ultimate energy, Devil Dinosaur deals damage. I mean, she's good, but not that great. Then we have Sentry. Okay, Sentry is a guy that I've been using a lot. He deals special damage to enemies, taunts them, and increases rage. Then this one moves to the target location, deals damage, gains a shield, gains even more shield. And then ultimate deals special damage enemies in target area and stuns them. Deals 10% more damage for each stack of Void Surge. I think this guy is quite cool. I don't think... I'm gonna give him an A because I think he really does a good amount of damage. He can taunt, he does a lot of stuff to be an A. Alright? Then, this guy, I've not been using him, to be honest. But I want to go with Angela first, okay? I'm gonna put Angela right away on an A because she's good. Alright, she's not that bad. She deals physical damage, and this ultimate is really good. It's an area ultimate that reduces the defense from the enemies. So less defense, this debuff is really good. It's gonna increase your damage a lot, the defense debuff. Then she deals the physical damage and takes less damage for 10 seconds, moves to the target location and pulls them, enemies in the target area, and pulls them toward Angela. This is so strong because you can basically, imagine you can use Angela, you pull all of them together in the center, and then you can use Scarlet with the ultimate that does more damage on the center, and it's gonna be a lot of damage. So one more reason why, because I don't agree with this tier list where she's a B. I don't think she's a B. She's an A. Then we go to Echo. I don't think, let me see if I have Echo. Yes, I have Echo. So Echo moves to the target location, deals damage, deals physical damage to adjacent enemy. This skill's mana cost becomes the same as the last skill used by any hero. Okay. And this one deals physical damage to enemy and applies echoing. Okay. So he basically echoes. He echoes the skills. That's it. Alright. So I've not used this guy, to be honest. I don't know how strong he is. So I'm gonna give him an A just for now. Or a B. I'm gonna give him a B because if you need to echo, that's a bit maybe tricky. I don't know. If he's an A, we're gonna keep him as an A and then we'll see. Then we have armor. So armor is classified as a B. Let's see. And then I'm gonna compare the tier list that I'm checking and the tier list I'm doing. So armor, where is armor? She is probably already... Okay, I don't have armor. Nice, I don't have armor. But that's fine. Armor, it's quite simple. So she deals physical damage to adjacent enemies, stuns them, gains a shield equal to armor defense, taunts enemies, deals damage with ultimates, and gains Beast Armor. Beast Armor turns basic attacks into AoE attacks and increases attack and speed by 46%. I don't think she's a B. They are classifying her as a B. I don't think she's a B. Okay, we're gonna give her an A. Then we have Doppelganger. Okay, Doppelganger is right away a B. He's not that great. He does some damage, increased damage taken. I mean, he's cool, but not that great, okay? Not gonna talk much about him. Then we have Falcon. Falcon, same thing. He deals target location, deals physical damage to adjacent enemies, dashes, take less damage. I mean, this guy is cool, but that's it. Just cool. We're gonna give him a B as well. Then Mystic Knight, same thing. She does some sort of debuff, but her damage is not that crazy. Moon Knight, also a B for sure. He does healing with the ultimate, but his damage is not a great thing. Sleepwalker is cool, okay, he's one of the characters that you start with. He does a little bit of healing, a little bit of AoE damage with the ultimate, nothing that great. Then we have Spider-Man. I need to check Spider-Man because I've never played with him. I played with him on the test. So he deals damage with enemies in the target area, apply webbed, so we reduce attack speed, moves to the target location, reduce mana cost, and of Spider-Man and his adjacent allies. Then he deals physical damage on enemy and 480% of Spider-Man attack to enemies adjacent of the target. It doesn't look that bad, to be honest, to be a B. They are classifying him as a B, but I don't think he's a B. So we're gonna keep him as a B, just for now, and then we'll see. Okay, then we have the Man Thing. So Man Thing, he summons other two guys. He basically summons another two. He creates two summons, alright, that deals damage for him. He's cool. This guy, same thing. He's not that great. I mean, he does something cool, which deals damage, removing a random debuff. Okay, so he can remove a random buff from an enemy. He heals, dispels a random debuff and increases attack. So this guy is cool because he can dispel buffs from the enemies. That's the only thing that he can do. Besides that, that's it. Then we have Dream Queen. They are classifying as a C as well. So Dream Queen, let's have a look. She deals special damage and dispel a buff. Okay, another character that can dispel the buffs. So applies X, deals spell damage when enemy X is defeated. Okay, reduce damage dealt. Replace all skills, increase the skill damage of all allies. Okay, so she can buff all the allies. Okay, so the thing is, if we were able to use 5 characters, this character will be nice, but I don't think we can afford in 3 characters to have one that increases the skill damage of all the allies, where usually one ally is a tank and the other one is DPS or healer. If I use her, then I don't have an healer, and then I need a healer, so it's a bit tricky to use her. And lastly, we have Black Knight. He gains 30 Ebony Shade and increased basic attack damage, moves to the target, deals damage, and then with this one, cursor ends with automatic AoE attack. I mean, he's not that great, to be honest, as well. And finally, we have this guy. All its summoned units will press attacking that enemy. Summon one Stinger, you can summon up to 4, and deals physical damage and increase attack speed of all allied summoners. Okay, so you can use Thread with this guy, and both are summoners. That's cool. But at the moment, maybe in the future, so we're gonna just move this one here. Maybe in the future, these guys will be better. But with 3 character teams, it's really hard to use these guys, and you really need to have strong characters between those 3. All right, you need to have a good tank or a good fighter. You need to have a healer or someone that gives some sort of healing, and we need to have a high DPS or high damage dealer. Otherwise, there is no way. So this is my tier list. We're just gonna compare with this one. So as you guys can see, tier S, I kept the same thing. I kinda agree with the tier S. The double S. Then tier S, I agree with Hulk and Iron Man. I don't agree with Juggernaut. It deals a lot of damage, but not enough for me. Then we have Psylocke. Psylocke is on a S. I think she's not that great. She's great, but not that great. We have Scarlet, so I agree with Scarlet. And then on A, we have Lady Bullseye, so it's the same thing. I stepped down Psylocke to A as well. Juggernaut to A as well. Then Sentry, I moved him to S, as you guys can see. He's an A here, so I moved him to S. Storm, same thing. They set Storm as a B. and I moved to an A. And everything else, I think it's quite the same. I moved Armor to an A as well, and Angela. Because they are really good. I don't think they are a B. Same thing for Storm. The other ones, I agree with the tier with them, and that's basically it. Alright guys, this is the tier list. I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna leave the link below, so you guys want to have a look at this tier list, just to check if your character is strong or not. It's easy, and you guys can just click on that link and have a look. Alright, if you want to know more about Marvel Mystic Mayhem or the other gacha games, make sure to join my Discord, join my YouTube channel, where I bring more content every day. Hope you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.